Hi, welcome to vlog 36. I don't think you'd believe me if I told you how many takes of this I've already done. I have done 7 takes. 3 have been stopped by noise. 2 have been stopped by running out of battery. Yep, I ran out of battery twice. And another 2 were stopped by the camera falling over and me losing the focus. It's going to make a great outtakes reel. And I'm not even kidding you when I say I got to at least 5 minutes in every single one. So I've been standing out in the sun for about an hour and a half. I'm roasting. I don't want to give up on this view though. I really want to get a vlog out with this view in it. So let's start from the beginning. Hi, I'm in Fintas. This is the Arabian Gulf. This is a beach. That's Fintas there. We're here because we're looking to take on some apartments just a bit further down the coast. Went to view them. They're fantastic. Check it out on Snapchat. If you want to have a look, it'll be there for another 24 hours. So, the vlog today is about Twitter, and this is Social Media Week. And the point of Social Media Week is to try and encourage you and to give you some tips and advice about what social media would work best for setting up your business. And Instagram and Snapchat we covered to the day before yesterday and yesterday. They're definitely my favourite. Like, they're the young ones on the scene. They're the ones which will give you the most engagement. They're the ones which will be the game changers for you. But today we're going to talk about an old favourite, and that's Twitter. I really believe that Twitter still has a place in your business social media portfolio. It's a biggie. I mean, it's a well-known site. Mostly everybody is on it. And a lot of brands and a lot of companies are on it, and a lot of them still use it for their engagement. I do get the sense, however, that it may have had its day for some uses. Let's just talk through that a wee bit. Let's see what it's great for. It's great for brand engagement. When brands use it properly and they engage with their customers through it, it's fantastic. Brilliant examples of that are a Tesco mobile. There's a really funny screenshotted story on Google if you Google Tesco mobile Twitter. And basically somebody phoned their friend and they got I love how that's the international symbol for phone. Somebody phoned their friend and they got their Tesco mobile answer phone and it said, "Hi, the Tesco mobile subscriber you're trying to reach is unavailable." So she put on Twitter, "Oh my god, how embarrassing when you phone your friend's mobile and you realise it's a Tesco mobile," right? Basically trying to insinuate Tesco were cheap. So Tesco tweeted her right back and said, "Oh my god, how embarrassing when you try to phone your friend and she's obviously ignoring you." Brilliant. Well played, Tesco. Fantastic. They're obviously a company that invests a lot in their social media and marketing team, because to get that reply so instantly, so on point, and so attention grabbing was just fantastic. Other ones who do it well are Virgin Media. They're always really good to get back to customer complaints. There's also really good examples of companies like Jaffa Cakes and I think it was Tunnocks Caramel Wafers or something, having a bit of a kind of joke between each other. So brands engaging with each other on Twitter as well. Absolutely brilliant. So for those uses, it's great. The other use it's good for is live tweeting. Now, this is something which Snapchat has stolen the limelight from a teeny bit. Live tweeting was so revolutionary when it first started. It was amazing. The insight that you got into things. Now, from a business perspective, it was fantastic because you could actually be present at high-level networking events, media meetings, like be present at everything because somebody's live tweeting it. On an extremely low and immature level, it was also really fantastic when somebody live tweeted the breakup of a couple right next to her in a restaurant. So funny, so cringy. So that's your 2 real ends of the spectrum. But what happens with Twitter, I believe, is the same as kind of what happens with Facebook. Facebook used to be really groundbreaking, and then your mum and dad get a Facebook, and some people's grands get a Facebook, and it's changed the way we use it, because it's now, we've spoke before about how it's like a showreel of your life. It's a showreel of your life, but it's only the bits that you don't mind your great auntie Pat twice removed seeing. That's not real. Twitter used to be real and authentic and kind of close to the bone sometimes. That's why a lot of celebrities cleaned up on there, because we got to see a glimpse into their personality. That's where brands really started getting traction, because we fell in love with the personality of the brand and we hadn't seen that before. Now it's really a place for trolls and haters, and MPs are on it, government people are on it. presidential candidates have got Twitters. I mean, that's great if you're into that kind of thing, that's fantastic, but when everybody's got a Twitter, it loses its edge. It's just what happens with everything. When it goes mainstream, it's not as niche anymore, and less people use it. All the early adopters have definitely fallen away from Twitter, I think, and a lot of the high-name celebrities who made their name on it are moving away from it as well, and that's fine. That's just what happens. Change happens. We move to another medium. Twitter will either reinvent itself, or it will buy one of these other sites and promote itself through that. Everything changes. I think Facebook's the only one that's not going to go anywhere in the next 10 to 15 years, let's be honest. So that's a bit of a downside for Twitter. They've changed the algorithm recently with their news feeds, which I don't know whether it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. The other problem with Twitter was sometimes you just wouldn't come up in people's searches unless you were hashtagging and people were looking at that event. When you look at the news feed, unless you sat on Twitter all day, you could miss something that was posted. So that's then when people started using in case you missed it, and then basically just retweeting the same content again. If you have all day to sit on Twitter waiting for people to come back and to get back to them, it's probably a fantastic tool. Nobody really has that. That's where Instagram's good. An instant reply is not required. It's more of a, we'll just leave it there and see what happens. With Twitter, an instant replies required, and that's hard to do for businesses. It's even hard to do when you're just starting up and you're thinking of an idea and you think you've got all the time in the world. You don't have all day to sit on Twitter. So for some things it's great. For other things, I don't know. I just think there's better apps out there just now. I think there's better things coming through. Really excited about a couple of the kind of newer ones like Blab and Periscope and that kind of stuff, which we'll do towards the end of the week. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with Twitter. I'm not an expert. I should have put that disclaimer at the start. These are just my opinions on what we use for business and what works and what doesn't. I'd be really interested to hear from you and what works for you and your business. So yesterday when we were speaking of Instagram, I was saying how for the next 3 months, let's set ourselves the challenge of really using Instagram and Snapchat to connect with influencers. And I started that this morning. So every day I'm going to send a Snapchat or a Snap message to between 5 and 10 people who I consider to be social media influencers, and I contacted some real heavyweights this morning, and what I'm basically contacting them is saying, I'm doing a vlog, it's all about social media and how that can drive your business forward, but the purpose of the vlog is aimed at encouraging people from employment to entrepreneurship, to give up the day job to follow their dreams. And I want to know from you who you follow on social media. Who do you get your inspiring snaps from? Who do you sit and look in the morning and go, right, that's totally set me up for the day? Because these are the people that I look to, and these are the people that I've already recommended to you, and I will continue to recommend. But let's see if they come back with anything. So if I do between 5 and 10 a day, even if one gets back every few days, that's still good. I think that's what happens a lot of times with people on social media. They give up too soon. Just remember, these people are really busy. I don't expect Gary Vaynerchuk to stop everything he's doing and going, oh, that wee lassie from Glasgow that I've never met, never heard of, she just sent me a Snapchat question. I've got to put my multi-million pound business on hold just so I can get back to her. I really don't expect that. I mean, if you do, Gary, thanks very much. I really appreciate it. But that's not what it's about. It's about just putting it out there and then letting go of the outcome. All you can do is use these tools to the best of your advantage, and whatever happens, happens, and don't get distracted or sidetracked or disappointed or let down because you're using these things every day and nothing's happening. Nothing's happening anyway. So if you don't do it, you know what's going to happen. If you don't use these tools, you know what now feels like, you know what this feels like. So instead of just sticking with that, why don't you try it? Try something new like I did. Started a daily vlog. I record a vlog now every single day. It's so part of my life, it's ridiculous. Did a vlog on that the other day. I don't know what's going to come of this. I don't know who's watching right now. I know my dad's watching. Thanks, Dad. You're always viewer number one. Apart from that, I'm not really sure. I don't even get my team to watch it. I don't even force them to watch it. They can watch it if they want. If they get inspiration from it, that's fantastic. You don't know what's going to happen. Just do it anyway. And do it because you enjoy the process, not because you are so fixed on the outcome that you'll be disappointed if you don't get it. And I think that's the best way to look at most things in life, but definitely social media. So I'm going to leave you. I'm so glad I made it to the end of this vlog. You have no idea how much time I've been out in the sun. I am roasting. I'm probably going to have big white marks around my eyes. And I'm off to an event in the embassy just now, which I'm really looking forward to. and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night, enjoy, and I'll see you later. Bye.